Hey guys, it's Heather, the Crafty Writer. So today I'm going to do some experimenting, okay? So I want to make my mom something for Christmas. She's really big into, she likes to draw a lot and likes to do a lot of watercolors. So I want to do her like an art folio type thing, or like an art book. And I don't know if I want it to open like this, like a landscape, or if I want it to open up like that as a portrait. But the general idea is that I want this side big enough to hold a watercolor pad. I was thinking of an 8.5 by 11 thing of watercolor. And that's, kind of close to this size. So, I mean, it'll overhang just a little bit, I think. But I think it might be okay. I don't know, maybe I'll get her a smaller watercolor pad. And then, I want pages in the center for either journaling or that she can, sketch on. And then on this side, maybe have a pocket of some sort. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I know I think this paper for the outside cover and this to be the inside. And these papers come from these DCWV brand, and it's Samantha Rose. I got this from Joann's, I don't know when. It's been a while. So I think we're going to at least get the cover done. But I want to do it, I want to do the inside like the Midori traveler's notebook style, where, you got the elastic on the inside and you can slip your papers in and out. And I want elastic on this side for the watercolor paper pad to slip in, and she can, when she's filled that up, she can slip it out, or she can pull it out as she's doing her stuff. If that makes sense, I hope it does. I might make an actual fabric pouch to go on this side that will hold pens or paintbrushes or something. I don't know. I haven't figured everything out. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on in this video. So I hope you guys are prepared to see me fumble. Okay, so this idea, it's an altered version of something I saw Rachel at Roxy Creations do. I'm going to turn on my light, see if that helps with the lighting a little bit better. Put up the blinds just to see what a bit more. Anyway, so Rachel at Roxy Creations did something similar in her series of Christmas gift ideas, I think it was. But she did it where both insides have like pockets, and it's to store a lot of your loose artwork and stuff. And I thought it was a great idea, and this would fit my mom's needs a little bit more. And I think on the spine, I'm going to do this ribbon. But I'll do that probably, I don't know when I'll do that. I'm thinking ahead of myself. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started on this. The only thing I've done so far to this book is I've put clear gesso on the outside, and that's because this is the cover was a very glossy, slick surface, and I want to make sure that my glue latches onto it. I'm thinking I might actually use Mod Podge glue instead of Fabri-Tac. Do I want to do that, or do I want to use Fabri-Tac? I know both will work really well. You know what? I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on the inside, and then maybe I'll do a layer of Mod Podge underneath, or on top. Let's flip everything around. I'll move my computer over a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So I want to make sure that I don't put paper right here in this little crease, just because when I open it and close it and stuff, it might get caught, so I want to make sure it's a little bit further out. Let's see. So I think, we'll do it probably right about to there. I know you probably can't see that very well. Sorry, I know it's a little dark. Just give like a weird spotlight, huh? Okay. See if that works a little bit better. Okay. So yeah, I think we'll put that on there, and then we'll trim things, and then we'll fold it in. I hope that makes sense. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim this little part here first. Feeling a little bit scattered today. It's probably because I spent a good part of the morning chatting with my sister. Alright. I'm gonna save that. Alright. Let's get this back over here, and then let's get the glue on. I think I'm gonna flip it out like that, so we make sure that we don't get glue on that one. Alright, I know I won't be completely in frame, or that worked a little bit better. Okay. I'm gonna put the glue on the book itself instead of on the paper. Hopefully this works out. Otherwise, I don't know. You probably won't be seeing this if it doesn't work, right? So yeah, when I was video chatting with my sister today, we were talking about Christmas and Thanksgiving plans and just crafting in general, and my mom's actually been watercoloring lately, which is kind of nice. She works at a pet store, and then she sells Park Lane, which if you're not familiar with that, that's a jewelry company. And, she enjoys it. She has a lot of fun doing it, but it doesn't give her, a lot of time to do art, which is something that she's always enjoyed doing. So she hasn't been painting or drawing as much. And then she started doing it again recently, because she's been having some health issues. She's had some health issues, and I think she's priorities have shifted, and now she's actually starting to do what she used to love to do all the time, which is drawing and painting and sketching. And I have to say, I'm really happy about that. I do enjoy her artwork more than any jewelry I could ever buy from her. You know? Okay, I am just kind of cutting a little triangle out. I know you can't see it there. Maybe you can see it. You'll see it here. Just doing a line down the center there. And then a little there. And then I'll do a little here. I'm kind of limited in my space, so I do apologize. And then all I'm going to do is fold it. It needs to be a bit more. And I'm okay with a little bit of the corner showing. That's not going to bother me that much. And then let's see how this goes. I think that could be trimmed just a little bit too. And I already know this one needs to be trimmed. Okay. Like I said, I do apologize. I know some of it's going to be off camera. Alright, that needs a little bit more. There we go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these clips because I want to make sure that this stays real good. And it's really, you know, thick cardstock, so it's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to get it to stick. Even with the glue, it's still going to be a bit of a pain. So I'm going to go over it like that. Some glue down there. I'm going to put lots of glue on this part. Hopefully that'll get it to really stick. Okay. Alright, so let's alright. Alright, there we go. So far, so good. All right. I'll do this bottom piece because I want this to be on top. I want it to look even on all sides. Okay, and then we again pull it really tight, mash it down real good, get glue on ourselves. There we go. There we go. All right. Give that a minute. Well, that's drying. I'm going to turn it. And I wonder if that should be about done. Okay. I'm going to put glue here, and then we're going to fold it over, and I'll move this one at the last minute. There we go. Try and get it so you guys can see. Yeah, the one Rachel constructed is a little bit different, and hers looks absolutely amazing. So I will link, I think, the flip through video that she did, the introduction to it. I'll link that below in the description box so you guys can check it out and see where I got the inspiration from. But again, this one's, you know, a little bit different. I needed it to do something slightly different than what hers is for. But, you know, you still get the general idea, and it's a great idea. I'm really excited to do it. So, I'm excited and nervous because I want it to turn out good, but, you know. Oh, got a phone call, so hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm pretty sure my dad just butt dialed me, so. Yeah, anyway, so. Just got that glued down. I think I'm going to put this right back there. Okay. Let's see. I think that'll turn out pretty nicely. So, yeah, I think it'll go good. Alright. Let's see. I'll give that another minute to dry, and then I'll be right back and we'll do this other side. Okay, so that's the inside of that side, and that's the outside. So we're gonna flip it over and do this side. Oh, forgot I still have to cut this one, so hold on, I won't make you watch that. Okay, so I got the paper cut. Oh, by the way, this is a about 11.5, if you include this part, by almost 10 book. So the papers, these are 12 by 12s. Because I don't think I mentioned that before. Okay. And again, just trying to make sure I'm not in the crevice right there. And we'll get some glue down and do the whole thing again. And I don't think I'm going to use, I might still use some Mod Podge. I don't know. I haven't decided. It looks like it's doing pretty good without the Mod Podge, but I know the Mod Podge will, you know, I probably still will do it because it'll give it a bit of a sealer. It'll protect it a little bit more, which is good if she's going to, you know, watercolor it all. Move those out of my way, in case a little bit of water gets on the cover. It should be pretty okay. I'm trying to get the paper centered as best I can. Just so it makes an easier, cleaner fold when I'm folding it. If you have a brayer would be really good. I'm just using my bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, if you've got like an old credit card or a gift card, something like that will work just as well. To kind of just smooth it out real good and get everything really flat and all that. Okay. Okay. Got glue all over my fingers. Alright, so again, we're going to cut the corners. We're going to make mitered corners. So I'm going to cut here, and then I'm probably going to cut outwards like that. Because last time I didn't. I just cut like that, and That was a mistake on my part. So I'm gonna cut there and then cut like that. And I think that'll be a better deal. That's what I was thinking of to begin with, and I just didn't do it. My brain's not functioning today. You know what? I'm just gonna flip it. We're gonna flip it like that so I can see over here a bit better. All right. I think that'll do. Alright, so we're going to do it like we did before. I'm going to put glue here and then I'm going to fold it over. Let's go ahead and get the fold in a little bit so it's a bit easier to glue it. All right. Okay. 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 Everything mesh down real good. Okay. Really excited. I'm really excited to do this, guys. I know it's kind of silly, but I like making stuff for Christmas for people. And my mom and my sister are probably my favorite people to make things for. Just because they just love handmade stuff. And, well, both my sisters. One sister's all the way in Louisiana. And the other one is still here in Georgia with me. Well, not with me, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let's get that in there a little bit more. Let's get this little quarter a little bit. All right. All right, so let's do this bottom part. Yeah, I was, excuse me, I hiccuped. I was wanting to make my mom something for a while. It's like I wanted to make her a journal, but she's not much of a journaler, as in like writing down stuff that happens and or her feelings or things that go on, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. But she is an artist, so it's like, okay, yeah, an art journal type thing would be perfect for her. So I'm excited that, you know, I was watching one of Rachel's videos and she did the art portfolio thing, or the art folio, and it was just like, you know, that's exactly what I was thinking about, but hadn't fully thought of yet. Hadn't, you know, fully formed the idea for. It's the perfect solution, the perfect alternative. Because, you know, we think of like journals, and, you know, when you talk about, oh, junk journals or journals, you think of people who are writing, how they feel and stuff like that. And I remember having, a conversation with my friend Vivian from the Paper Letter blog here on YouTube, and she started doing a journal too. And we were talking about different kinds of journals that we've done, and I've done one journal in the past that I was in, a relationship with a guy, and it was a hard relationship, I guess you could say. It was a complicated relationship. Let me just say that. It was a complicated relationship. And it was, kind of tricky with this guy. And it was a hard relationship to get past and get over and, move on from. And of all of my, exes, which I don't really have that many, but there's always that one that you probably think about, probably more than others. And it's not that you're thinking about them in any, romantic fashion, but you think about them, and he's definitely one. And so I started doing a journal because I knew that our relationship wasn't going to work, right? And so I started doing this kind of like an art journal thing, where it was before I learned how to do this kind of journaling and junk journaling, which I wish I would have known about this years ago, because it would have been so amazing. But anyway, it was just a blank book that I would write, poetry, letters to this guy, song lyrics and stuff like that, and quotes that, would make me think of him and, help me get through some emotions that I was struggling to come to terms with and, to work through. And it was like a therapy journal for me. And, occasionally I still write in it. Like if I have a dream about the guy, I'll write in it as I just want it out of my head, out of my system. Because, I've moved on. I'm very happily married. I love my husband. And I don't want to be with anybody else but him. But you still think of some people. And this guy was, technically he's not my first love. Because, they say the first love is always the hardest, to move on from and get past. But that journal was such a good journal. And it's like I'm almost completed it. I have like a couple pages left. And I still, like I said, to this day, I still occasionally, will pull it out and write in it. And, let's, get the emotions out. And that's the thing, it's like journals can be so many different things for so many different people, and I absolutely love that about journaling and making journals. And it, for some reason, it didn't hit me that I could do an art journal like that, even though my sister does art journals too. Like one of them, the one here in Georgia, she does art journals. So, or at least she's exploring it. Okay, so there we go. There's that cover. Sorry, I know the foil kind of makes it look odd in the light. There we go. So you can kind of see it like that, and then like that, and then there's the inside. Okay. I think we'll do... Should we go ahead and do the spine, or do we want to wait? Because we're at 30 minutes, and I'd like to keep it around 30 minutes. But we could just go ahead and do the spine, so we have the whole outside done. You can still kind of see the title of the book through it, though. And that like just barely covers it. Let's see. because this may not work. I may have to, I think I'm going to have to go and find a different ribbon, because I don't think that's going to be wide enough. Yeah, so let's not do that part. Maybe we'll do the inside part with this paper, and maybe that'll be what we call a done deal. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so for the inside, I'm okay with these borders showing. I just would like this, but I might put a strip of fabric or ribbon on the inside to cover that. So let's do 10.5. There we go. You couldn't see. Alright, so I'm going to do about 10.5 by let's say 10.5 by 9. I'm just writing it down so I can remember. So let me measure and cut that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut them 10.5 by 9, and we're gonna put them, you know, right about there. Okay, and then I'm going to use Fabri-Tac again, and then I will probably do a coat of some satin-based Mod Podge all around. But I won't do that because I got to do it in stages so it doesn't mess up. So I won't film that part. I'll do that off camera and show you that in the next video, because this is going to take several videos for me to be able to complete it. And the inside part I probably won't be able to do for a while because I don't have a crocodile, and I'm waiting to borrow my sister's when she comes up in December to visit. So that video will probably be filmed then. Get this close to this edge over here. There we go. Again, we're going to use our foam folder to really get that glue spread and get this paper really adhered down. Okay. Sure, like an art glitter glue would probably work fine on this if you've got that. Fabri-Tac is what I have on hand. The Beacon 3-in-1 will work, and then pretty much any of the Beacon glues that are like that and the Fabri-Tac, they're pretty much the same. So now this glue is pretty strong smelling, so you do want to be careful of that. My mom's so cute, she has to wear a little face mask when she does it because she's got, you know, some lung issues, so it's kind of funny. No, it's not funny, but you know what I mean. Okay. Again, I'm just smoothing it all the way out. I'm going to make sure that this gets pressed down real good. and that we don't have it coming up anywhere. Now I know when I use the Mod Podge on it, it'll help seal it in just a little bit more. That's one of the good things about Mod Podge, is that it acts as a really good sealer. But yeah, okay. So that's the beginning of the outside, okay, and then that's the beginning of the inside. So yeah, thank you for watching my channel, yeah, so I will see you in the next video. I don't know if we'll be continuing on with this or if we're going to be doing something else, but I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.